Are you tired of applying for jobs and hearing nothing back? Are you feeling like the job portals that you have been applying through are broken and your efforts are going nowhere? Don't worry, guys, I've been there multiple times. In fact, I want to share with you a story of my own personal experiences, back in Dubai, where I applied to hundreds of jobs. I made tons of calls, but then one common thing that I got was silence. A pin drop silence. But here's what I want to share with you. So I want to share my experience with you how I turned my jobless situation to become head of sales and operations of a company based out of UAE. So after facing severe financial crisis, after my investment which went wrong in a construction company, so I had two options. So this was early 2015. I had either an option to come back to Bangalore, leave, you know, wave off my investment to whichever company that I actually made, and forget about my investment of close to 50 lakhs rupees back then, and then come to Bangalore, or fight back, stay back in Dubai. So with a lot of difficulties, in deciding this particular thing, because jobs were getting dry and job markets were not so doing well. The real estate, market was also not so much doing well. So then I thought, uh, I will stay back. Then I took almost 3 months of time. I applied to several hundred companies. I applied to construction companies. I applied to various different kinds of companies. Uh, then finally, I decided, because I worked for educational companies before. So I thought, let me first shortlist some good amount of uh, companies. So I remember, so I had shortlisted some 85 educational companies, back then. And my mindset was that my previous company was the Princeton Review, which was one of the popular US based organization. And if I want to work for, I want to work for a company which is equally popular as the Princeton Review. Then I had only one option, which was our strongest competitor called the Kaplan USA. But then getting into Kaplan was not, easy. Uh, I did apply for Kaplan. Then I heard, no. So they said they don't have any vacancies. If they have any vacancies, they'll actually come back to me. Then I went on to apply to several other companies. I applied to 85 companies. I still remember, and then I did visit many companies. Then I was getting offers in terms of mainly commission based offers. So they were willing to pay me good amount of commissions. So for example, every sale that I could make, so they were willing to pay up to 40% commission. But then I wanted a job which can give me a secure and stable income, at least a basic salary month on month, right? Because you can't rely on the commission, no matter how big the commission is, and especially in a foreign land where you have no financial support, where you have no family support, where even to breathe, you have to spend money. So it becomes difficult, because you can't ask financial support back from your, from your, home country, because they will, the the first and the foremost thing what they are going to say is, why are you struggling there? Come back to Bangalore, come back to India, come back to your country, right? And I didn't want to hear that, and because I didn't want to hear that, I went on to suffer, you know go through whatever suffering, which was, on my way, right? So then one day, I met my previous reporting manager. Her name is Merlin Velankani. So she was heading the UAE sales and operations with the Kaplan, the Princeton Review. And then I met her, she told me, why don't you apply in Kaplan? I said I did apply, but then I heard that there are no vacancies. She said, I don't know about vacancies, but one thing what I know is they're actually struggling to make profits. They're struggling to make increase their sales revenues. And then that is when a strategy which hit me. So I thought, why not I pursue this particular company and then try to get a job? Then I called the receptionist. So I remember, her name was Chanel. She was a Filipino, wonderful lady. So I called this lady on the landline. I said, hey, this is so and so. I want to apply for a job in your company. Can you help me? Speak to your HR or someone who's responsible for the recruitment. She said, sir, thank you so much for calling. You can email your CV to so and so.com, and our hiring manager will get back to you. I sent an email immediately with a beautiful cover letter, and then waited for a couple of days, kept calling her, no response, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. So the only thing what she kept on saying is, sir, you do not have to call us again and again. So if there's any vacancy, our HR or hiring manager will get back to you directly on your number. But then, guys, I did not want to take that no as an answer. Somehow I don't know what made me feel, what motivated me to chase. But then I had decided that if I want to work for any company after Princeton Review, I want to work for Kaplan, because these are the two big study abroad and admission giant companies in the US. And so there's no comparison between these two companies and the other companies. There are around more than 50 companies in the USA, which deals with test preparation such as coaching for GMAT, GRE, SAT, TOEFL, IELTS, and so on, and as well as consulting students, aspiring students in terms of studying abroad, studying in higher education. Uh, so I shortlisted this particular company, Kaplan. I wanted to work for them. And then the very next day, after day 5 or day 6, so I decided, let me visit that particular company. So before I decided to visit that company, I called the receptionist again. Probably it's on the 6th or 7th day. I asked, who's the hiring, what is the name of the hiring person? So she said, it is so and so person, and he's the director of the company, managing director, and you know you can. So I asked her, can I meet him? So she said, no, you can't meet him. So you can only meet him with an appointment. I said, please give me an appointment. Then she again, hung the phone. She said, she'll call me back, and she never called me back. Again, I kept chasing her. I said, ma'am, you said you're going to call me back, for an appointment with your managing director. Then she said, sir, I'm really sorry, but I can't give you an appointment with him because he's a very busy person and you can't meet him. So you have shared your CV, and your CV has already been forwarded to my hiring manager. If at all your CV gets shortlisted, you will get a call. Guys, again, I did not buy this no as an answer. Then I just asked her one question. Okay, fine. So can you just help me with one information? She said, what? I asked, what time does your managing director come to your office? She said around 10:30. I said, fine, okay. So the very next day morning, so I was living in Sharjah, so which is in Dubai, in UAE, distance doesn't really matter if you're traveling by road. But again, just for your understanding, I was living in Sharjah, which was almost 60 kilometers far from Dubai. So I from Sharjah, so to get to this particular office, I had to take a taxi. From the taxi, I went to Sharjah border. From Sharjah border, again I had to walk uh, for some couple of hundred meters, and then from there I took a bus. From that bus I took it to metro station. From metro station I again went to uh, Dubai Knowledge Village metro station. From there I again took a tram, and then from there I walked. You see how many modes of transportation that I have used just to get from one uh, you know place to the destination place. Again, so I went, I reached there around 10:25, 10:30 something in the morning. I said, hi ma'am, this is so and so person, I want to apply for a job. So she saw my CV and said, are you the same person who has been chasing me for the last 10 days? I said, yes, I'm totally sorry about it. I'm really need of a job, and I really want to apply for this company. So she said, sir, why don't you apply for jobs? There are so many jobs out there, so why us? Why you want to apply for only this company? I said, it's a personal reason. I want to apply, for this company only. And before I take no as an answer, I want to meet your managing director once, because without meeting him, I cannot take this as an answer. She was like, okay, let me just find out, if my director wants to meet you. She took my resume, hard copy of the resume. She went to her managing director cabin. She dropped the CV. She asked him if he can meet me. He said no. So he told her that I have to meet him only basis on appointment. Without appointment, he cannot meet me. And she communicated the same thing to me. Then I said, fine, ma'am. Then I'm willing to wait for him as long as it takes. So I just want to say hello to him, when he actually, because this is the main entrance. So I want to say hello to him before I leave for the day. Guys, from that 10:30, I didn't even go for lunch. I was just drinking water, using washroom. I stayed at the reception the whole day. This was around 5:20 p.m. That day. Uh, the managing director, called the reception. He asked, is that guy still there? So I was there. Then he said, can you please send him to my cabin? So I went there. And then what? Boom. Guys, after that conversation of 45 minutes to 1 hour with the managing director, I got the job. I got the job as a counselor, on a 3 months conditional offer of employment, not even a probation. So that means I'm not gonna be on their visa. I'm gonna be on my own visa. Okay, probably visit visa, tourist visa, for 3 months. So the deal was this, that so 90 days they're going to try me. They're going to waste their money, on my salary. So if they are satisfied by 90th day, that they will actually hire me as a full-time employee. If I don't get hired by 90th, if my performance is not up to satisfactory level, then they said on 91st day you don't have to report to office, and we are not going to call you. So we can just end this particular contract without anything in written. So this was the thing which was given in the contract that I signed in 2015. And then 21st day, so after 20 days, so this was the 21st day. So the targets which was given to me, guys, for 3 months, I achieved that particular target in just about 20 days of sales. So I had to bring in revenue from making calls, convincing students to go to abroad, convincing students to take up our SAT, GMAT, GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, all these kinds of courses. And from that, the target of revenue which was assigned to me for 90 days period was achieved in just 20 days time. And 21st day, so he said, hey, can you please come to my cabin? So I was like a little nervous. I was expecting that he would actually call me by 90th day, but then he has called me on the 21st day. Then he said, I don't want you to come from tomorrow. I said, I'm really sorry. The deal was that you will hire me on a contractual basis for 90 days, and why is that you want to cancel this particular deal after 20 days? He said, we want to cancel this contract so that we can bring you on board as a full-time employee. Guys, I was so much happy. So this particular journey of my 21 days of my journey, I will cover this probably you know in a different video. How what made me achieve that 3 months of target in just about 20 days. It was not easy. It took me almost 12 to 14 hours of hard work, persistent consistency on a daily basis, no week off, nothing, no personal time, only work, work, work. But again, so my hard work paid off. It gave me very good result. So I joined as a counselor, and then I worked for that particular company for less than 3 years, and then I got promoted as head of sales and operations for UA. And this is what my journey is, guys. So if you're not hearing from the job portals, from the companies that you have applied, please, I request you not to get demotivated, because you're not the only candidate who is actually applying, right? So there are hundreds and tons of candidates who are applying them even without thinking whether are they a right fit for that particular job. And because of these people, so sometimes even the best of the best qualified candidates will not even get noticed, forget about getting rejected, right? So if you want to get a job, just have a plan, come up with a strategy, right? So the best strategy as per me is apply online, okay? So wait for a couple of days, things doesn't work, it's fine. You don't have to get demotivated, right? So go visit them in person, meet the hiring team, tell them why are you fit for the role. Understand the JD, understand the job description properly. So once you understand, and then you ask for yourself, how are you going to add value to that particular role? So if you are able to convince yourself that you are able to add value to that particular role, trust me guys, there's no one in this world to stop you from getting that particular job. So just go for it. So this particular strategy may most probably work for entry level jobs as well as a mid level career jobs. May not be so much suitable for a C-suite level jobs, but sometimes it might actually work as well, but not always. But there's no harm in giving it a try, right? So rather than sitting at home, sitting in your comfort zone, and then trying to feel demotivated, trying to feel sad that why am I not getting a call, why am I not getting any offers, why am I not giving interviews, despite I'm applying for hundreds of companies. It's always better that you come out of your comfort zone, put in some kind of effort, go to that particular company. So even if you're not able to meet the hiring director, HR director, or anyone for that matter, go and interact with the employees of that particular company, and they will actually give you some kind of hint, lead, which will lead you to interact with the right person in that particular company for you to prove yourself, right? So now I hope this video has given you some kind of hope in your job hunting process. Don't keep it to yourself, share it with someone who needs this particular advice, which can remind that person on a daily basis in terms of how to change the strategy, right? Who knows, even if 100 people sees this particular video, if out of 100, even if one person succeeds, implements this particular strategy, and then gets this uh, his dream offer or her dream offer, I'm really happy, guys. So please tell me in the comment section below, give your comments with, have you ever faced such kind of situation like this? So would you wait for one whole day just to say hello to a person? Okay. Despite the person, the people, around there, want you to move out of the office. Please share your story in the comments below.